How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Hammer and Airsoft Smith, and this is part 2 of my homemade duty belt. It's more for airsoft purposes, so keep that in mind. Not everything with the belt is going to be exactly like 100% to the actual duty belts. This is more just to simulate and function similar to an actual law enforcement duty belt. Alright, so I'm only going to go over really what's changed, which, first off, this belt keeper here is a different belt keeper. This was over here next to this magazine, holding the magazine in place. Turns out I didn't really need the magazine pouch to be held in place. It just does it on its own, really. So I removed that one, put it over here, and I attached something new to it. I'll get to that in a second. And then I moved the original belt keeper over here to hold something new. I'll get to that in a second. I'm going to go over a small difference, or small change first. Here with the flashlight, the only difference here with the flashlight is I attached a lanyard. Just a key ring around the back or the base of the flashlight. And then over here I have a hook that this latches onto this plastic piece right here that joins the two ends of the Velcro strap. Okay, and I can still use it exactly the same way as I did last video. There's nothing else changed. Just I could draw it a little bit easier, but it's not going to fall. And if it does, I have a lanyard, so I can be able to catch it and save it before it hits the ground. I got pretty good reflexes, cat-like reflexes, if you will, so I'm not too concerned about it falling or me dropping it or whatever. So that's just kind of like a safeguard. And it does kind of look nice, just kind of just hanging off there a little bit. Now, this belt keeper here has a set of keys now attached to it. There's a key loop or a key ring with a disconnector hook, and then attached to a larger key ring which has two keys attached to it. Normally you should have a key silencer, but since I have it attached to my belt keeper in the front, I could just put the keys away in my front pocket there, so it lines up just fine. I polished up that belt keeper button a little bit before it's kind of dull, but anyways. So now this belt keeper isn't a belt keeper at the moment, it's my cuff holder. Some cuff holders do look this way, so it works. I do still plan on getting a cuff pouch. I prefer the cuff pouch. It's easier to use and it's more trustworthy. The snap on this one, this snap right here, is quite stiff because it's newer, but I'm still able to get my cuffs out, draw them, and use them if necessary. But, you know, again, this is more just to simulate and look like an actual duty belt. It doesn't matter if these are low budget or whatnot, or low quality, which they are. They are low quality, but they're metal. They're not super cheap. I mean, they do work, but they're not anything I would definitely rely on. Again, just to look the part. And to put them away, I just reach back, get the snap over them, and just snap them in the book. It's pretty simple, it's just a matter of getting them off is what would really count. Now I have the cuffs there. A lot of people you'll see, they have their cuff pouch or cuffs in general back here. I don't really care for that because really in an actual duty belt or law enforcement situation, you should have your cuffs in a a location on your belt to where you can grab them quickly. And in case you land on your back, you're on your back, you're in a struggle again, which wouldn't really happen in an airsoft situation, but I'm just saying, you want to be able to get to your cuffs. So having your cuffs over onto one of the sides with easy reach, okay, that's a better idea. Now really I should have them closer this way, but the way I have my flashlight set up, that's not going to happen. I should have them closer this way so that way my right hand can get them. You should have things situated in a sense to where both hands can access any of your pouches or any of your setups. Now I can grab the magazine, no problem with my right hand. I can grab the flashlight, no problem with my right hand. But I cannot get those cuffs. If those cuffs were just right here, I can get them. If they were 2 inches closer to this flashlight and this flashlight was vertical, then I would be able to get the cuffs no problem. Now as far as the left hand goes, I can get everything on this side with my left hand, of course, and I could probably still get my gun. I actually did not test that yet. Yeah, I can get my gun. It's a little awkward, but I can get it. But, boom, there you have it. The cuffs, like I said, they're just some off thing. They're just like a knockoff thing. They don't have a brand or anything to them. If you want to just make a duty belt like mine and just go with the look or whatever, for whatever purpose, airsoft, a costume, like for Halloween or for whatever, you know, just to have them. If you're into some like kinky shit, that's cool too. They'll probably work for that. Yeah, they'll do just fine. Careful, because if you make them too tight, like actual handcuffs, they will cut wrists. Not deep, but they will slice them up a little bit. Not that I would know about these ones, because I don't have anything going on. But anyway, I'm just warning you, because there are some sharp edges on them. I was curious, and I wore them. Yeah. Things that I'm still looking at getting are 2 pouches for M9 2F magazines, so that way all of my magazines for my pistols will fit them, because those are my biggest magazines that I have other than the Mauser. So, yeah, 2 of those. They look identical, exact same ones. Then I will remove this and put it back on my homemade shoulder holster. And then I'll get a cuff pouch, an actual cuff pouch. And then I'll use this that's being used as the cuff snap or cuff holder will be used as a belt keeper. Or something else, probably another belt keeper, because as I add more stuff, the heavier it's going to get in the front. Being how I got more stuff around the sides and around the front, that's where I should have my belt keepers. Because I don't plan on having a whole lot of stuff in the back, because like I said, it's just a bad spot. The pepper spray thing, I'm probably going to get last, because I'm not too concerned. In a baton, I'm not going to get the baton. I don't have a problem with the baton, I just don't want it. If I was going to get one, it'd be one of the extended ones, but I'm not going to pay out a whole lot of money for something I'm just never, ever, ever going to use. These cuffs are $5. They were completely worth just throwing on here. And everything else I have on here I use, so the money's well worth it. But spending out, like some of those ass batons, they can cost a lot of money because they're actual batons. They're made to do damage and stuff like that, and it's just, like I said, it's just not worth having $100 some odd just chilling on my belt. Nothing to do. Right. Yep, that's it. I'm the Hammer Airsoft Smith. Thank you all for watching my part 2 on my homemade duty belt, and I'll see you all around.